Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of April 4th. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more tarot readings. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the classic Rider-Waite-Smith with Obsidian, the Tarot de Marseille with Lapis Lazuli, and the Universal Rider-Waite-Smith with White Crystal. We also have 4 Oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks, so go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which Oracle card resonate with you the most. Pick one of each, and you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, the timestamps are in the description below. Don't forget to check out your Oracle card. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, Group 1, let's see how the first full week of April can play out for you. So, we're opening, Jesus Christ, what a way to open it. A lot of happiness. I'm not sure what this Queen of Swords represents just yet, but okay. It's funny. I keep seeing quote-unquote good cards followed immediately by a reversed card. So this might have something to do with miscommunication, but the only major arcana card so far is upright, so that's nice to have. And here we have the Two of Swords at the bottom of your deck. So the first thing that the first thing that's leaping out to me is this idea of miscommunication. What is giving me this initial impression is the Queen of Swords reversed and the Two of Cups reversed. I am now noticing that this reading is all water and air. So I'm getting a feeling of stagnation. Actually, strike that. I might have misspoke just now. So let me just focus back on these cards here. The funny thing is, although you have the Two of Swords reversed in the middle of your cross here, which might be what made me say stagnation just now. The bottom line is this axis right here it strikes me as a reticence to share your inner knowing with someone. We have 2 twos here. Twos in general are about like, the first initial choices that you have to make in an endeavor. And they're both reversed. So I have a feeling that one possible way to read this cross is that these 2 reverse cards in particular, and this one actually, that these reverse cards actually mean an ending to something, which would mean that, you finally deciding to speak your mind with someone where you were hesitant to do so before. Yeah, I'm just going to go with this. This is feeling good. So it's like this week would have an opportunity for you to finally connect the two. It's like you have an opportunity to make that final connection, that aha moment, which would finally allow you to put into words what you've been meaning to say to this person. I'm just assuming it's another person because the Two of Cups is kind of like that, especially in this deck. So I have a feeling that finally unlocking this hasn't. If you choose to step through this open door that is opened by this connection that you're making of these things that you've known all along, but that you've never really had a way to put into the right sentences, that this can unlock your ability to speak your truth with this person to get everything that you want. And I would commend you for having endured this thus far. What it seems like is whatever conversation that you were hesitant to have has been drawing from you, like has been energy consuming. And I think that if this reading is, what is happening, that it will have paid off, because all you needed was a moment to really get your thoughts together. And finally, with this aha moment, you can kind of get moving. So, all in all, I would say that this week for you, Group 1, is an opportunity to finally have that conversation. I would invite you to focus on the positive outcome that you want, because sometimes when we leave something dragging for long enough and we finally have that conversation, there's this resentment that you have with you coming into this conversation that the other party might not necessarily have been privy to. I literally had a similar conversation like that 2 days ago as of this recording. So I am happy with myself that my sourness at the conversation didn't leak through too much, and I would invite you to keep this in mind, because whatever this intuitive aha moment represents, which kind of is the key to unlock this situation where this woman can finally get up from her seated position, take the blindfold off, and get moving, will, just communicate that in an empathetic way towards the other person. I really don't feel like I have much more to add to this, so I will thank you for watching, and I will invite you to use the timestamps below to jump to your oracle card reading. All right, Group 2, let's see what the cards have in store for you for this week. All right. So we're opening it up with the Page of Swords, a new path opening up, and a King of Swords. Okay, so the realm of thoughts and words is leaping out, obviously, because of the two swords that open this. Now, I see an opportunity to... what I'm getting right now from this Eight of Cups and this Nine of Pentacles, or coins, is an opportunity to finally move forward emotionally to attain something in the material realm. That's what I am feeling right now, and let's see what this middle card has to say about it. Okay, so is this looking good for you? Yeah, this is good. So I have the feeling that this Page of Swords and this Eight of Cups are related, because pages in general are about new paths. I've said this so many times on this channel. I read aces and pages very similarly. They're both about, opening up aces are about newness, opportunities, offerings, and that kind of thing, whereas pages is kind of like opening up new paths from where you have been so far. So there, you can see that they are very intimately related. And I have the feeling that whatever emotional advancement that this week has in store for you is what will open up this new path to, finally achieve what you want to achieve. Yeah, and what's giving me a positive vibe, because the ten of Wands is a very it's a card that can go either way. In the Rider-Waite deck, it's like this guy who's exhausted, holding this bundle of sticks in his arms, almost at the village, and the Tarot de Marseille is much more open and loosey-goosey in the way we can interpret the cards. So it's really about, I guess to sum up the Ten of Wands would be, to complete what you wanted to complete, but having paid the price for it. And this Page and this King are giving a very positive spin on this, let's call it ambivalent card. So what I would say for you, Group 2, is to focus on what you do to either center yourself or make yourself happy, because, this being a collective reading, I can't know what you particularly watching this are bringing into this situation. But I'm feeling like the the advancement on an emotional scale in the emotional realm is what will unlock this entire cross for you to open up this new path to gain knowledge through the completion of what you have wanted to do and, attain something in the material realm. Coins, I keep saying material realm because coins aren't necessarily about money. It could be any kind of resource, including relationships, including human resources that are the people in your network, to use an admittedly creepy term. So I think that the this 8 here to really focus on either meditation or whatever practice that you do to either center yourself emotionally or to find joy, even something as, doing something that makes you happy that you haven't done in a while, or that kind of thing, can be important for you this week, group 2. Because once I don't know, like, I don't like how I want to phrase this, but I'm going to just continue this sentence anyway. Once you move on from this, you can open the new path to get the knowledge that you seek, which might, get you this achievement, something that you're passionate about, that involves the material realm. Honestly, this Two of Swords, I don't have anything to say about it. It's choices, and I think that everything that I've said in this cross reflects that. So, do I have anything else for you, Group 2? Actually, before I leave you, I just want to share real quick another possible interpretation of this card, just to like get that shotgun effect where maybe it'll hit someone that chose this and that what I have said so far doesn't really resonate with them. So it is possible that by making the choice to open up to explore this new path that has opened up for you, that through the achievement of what you want and the knowledge that you gain, that's what will give you the emotional advancement. So either way, I know that usually crosses, I like to read them line by line like this, but this is looking like a roundabout kind of thing. So either the emotional thing will open up the new path, which will get you to achieve what you want to get to this king, or at the opposite, to explore this new path to get what you want, get the knowledge that you want that will allow you to advance emotionally. So these two cards are the beginning and the end of this story, and no matter how it ends up playing out for you, this is looking like a good week for you. So thank you very much. I will invite you to use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your oracle card reading. All right, group 3, last but not least. Whoa, that came down really hard. So let's see what we got for you. 9 of Coins reversed and 5 of Cups reversed. Focusing on what you want instead of what you have, maybe? Let's see. Oh, yeah. This, like, my initial reading here. Jesus Christ, the only upright card in your reading is the 8 of Swords. I got you, group 3. Don't panic. Let me just focus here and see how I can weave this together to make this helpful for you, which is what this is all about. What I'm getting from this is the impression that, sometimes when we try to do something, it doesn't always work out. And as much as, intellectually, we can understand how something I like to say, I say this all the time, anything worth doing is worth doing poorly at first. And I am surprised at how many people are so hard on themselves when they try something new and it doesn't work out the way they want to the first time. The reason that I'm surprised is because I kind of take it for granted that my first couple attempts at something aren't going to work out very well. You can watch the first couple of videos on this channel for an example of this. But anyway, this isn't about me. This is about you. So, like I was saying, sometimes when we try to do something and it doesn't work out the way we wanted to, it is common, unfortunately, to let that knock us off our game. So what I'm referring to right now is the Magician reversed at the bottom of your deck, and the Nine of Cups reversed, which I call the Wish card. And the twos in general are about choices, and the swords is the realm of thoughts and words. So all of this is giving me the impression that whatever you wanted to manifest isn't working out, and you're kind of letting that rattle you, which is why the Nine of Coins is reversed and the Five of Cups is reversed. Right now, the Five of Cups reversed, I'm reading that as a more intense sorrow than we would have if the Five of Cups was upright. So while I'm on this, this is going to sound empty if I'm right about you, Group 3, but I'm going to say it anyway. There are two cups that are upright in this card, and one of the more blatant lessons of this card is that if you just turn around and change your perspective, that you can realize that you didn't lose it all. But what I will say, the two main lessons that I would invite you to focus on, Group 3, is that, and this is another thing that I say a lot, this woman in the Eight of Swords, she thinks that she's trapped, but she's not. And I would invite you to continue to take steps forward. I think that the worst outcome for you would be to let whatever this disappointment is stop you from moving forward. I would invite you to, even if it involves going back to the drawing board, first of all, don't use the drawing board as an excuse to perpetually plan forever. I know more than one person who are meticulous planners. They're perfectionists, and really they're using that label as perfectionist as an excuse to just keep stalling forever, right? So I would invite you to not let whatever disappointment this represents stop you from moving forward, and also remind you that one of the lessons of the Nine of Coins in general is that you are independent. You have everything you need. There is abundance around you, and it might not look like it, but it's there. And I would invite you to try and find, you know, whatever this disappointment represents, you either have the resources to overcome it or you have the ability to get those resources. And the fact that it's reversed means that, well, I'm interpreting it as you being cut off from that. So I would invite you to move forward and not let whatever this delayed wish is that your attempt to manifest didn't work out, um, to see it as a round one. You know, hey, something I say a lot is to just release it in beta. Releasing it in beta gives you an opportunity to actually do the thing and actually put it out into the world, and also gives you a pre-canned excuse if ever it kind of sucks, you know? And the lessons that you learn from doing that are what you bring back to the drawing board to come up with your next version. So yeah, I understand that when you try something and it doesn't work out the way you want, it can be disappointing. However, please don't stop moving forward, Group 3. Um, you know, you have or can have everything you need. You bring a lot to the table. Don't let this affect your sense of self-worth. Keep moving forward. If you remember anything from this reading, don't let it affect your sense of self-worth. You are worthy and beautiful and capable, and keep moving forward. And with that, I will invite you to stay tuned for your oracle card reading, which is coming up right now. Oop, get rid of this. And here are the oracle cards. Yeah, perfectly framed. So, Group A, your card is Enthusiasm. Isn't that nice? And this is I Ching hexagram number 16. And the keywords are self-expression, inspiring others, self-confidence, totality, success, sharing, a positive response. I love this card. Allow yourself to be enthusiastic. Whatever brings you joy, I would encourage you to lean forward into it to the max. Go full throttle. You can serve as an inspiration to others. This might actually be a pep talk as to how you are an inspiration to others. You might not realize it, but you are. I have a personal anecdote that I won't go into detail of, but it was a while ago where someone in my network shared to me how the last couple of years of my life up until then is what had inspired them to do the thing that they had done. And I had no idea. So the reason I'm sharing this very vague story is that sometimes what you're doing is an inspiration to others, even though you don't realize it. So, all that being said, it's just get excited, Group A. Get excited. And there's a group in particular that, let's just say, one step back, two steps forward. And I know how painful this step back might be for you, but to get excited by the two steps forward that are in front of you. If you chose this oracle card, you know who you are. So the next card is, ooh, Group B, you got Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius, so I have a very strong positive bias towards this card. It says collaborate. So I guess this is self-evident. Find people. Don't try to do it alone. Whatever you want to achieve, I would encourage you to find people to partner up with. You might have people with whom you have been at odds with in the recent days. I would take this card as a reminder that you are in this together, and try to remember that you both want the same thing. And if you don't have anyone, to try to find one, even as simple as going online and finding either online communities or some kind of online outlet to, try to take this, assuming that your endeavor is an individual one, and turn it into a group endeavor. That would be the advice for this card, Group B. Group C, your card is rest. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. I am reminded of bodybuilding, which, weight training, which is, it's a it's a pool of knowledge that I go to very often for these kinds of things. But if you're trying to build bigger and stronger muscles, your muscles actually get bigger and stronger on your rest days, which is part of the reason that it's painful. Is when you're working out, you kind of tear the fibers between your muscles a little, and once your body is forced to adapt, those muscles rebuild themselves bigger and stronger. So what the reason I'm saying this, Group C, is because you might not feel that you need rest, but the rest is what will allow you to move forward more efficiently and to not needlessly burn energy in a less efficient way than you could. If you have been skipping hours of sleep, I would invite you strongly to re-examine that. There are many readings that I've given where if you have been cutting back on sleep, I would invite you to not and to get more sleep. But in general, you know, life is supposed to be fun. I know that we're living in wild and crazy times. You and I right now are most likely in the first world, in a relatively comfortable situation. And I would encourage you to just be grateful of that and to not try and push it and to re-energize. Group D, your card is optimism. This is the moon in Sagittarius. I often need a moment to absorb the imagery of this card. Let me see if I can do this real quick. I guess the if there was a if there was a word that I could use to summarize all these illustrations besides optimism, obviously, it would be blessings. I don't know what this glyph represents, but it's clearly like a blessing. You have angels and you know, this choir cheering you along. Sagittarius is a very optimistic sign ruled by Jupiter. You know, it's all about, you know, exploring and spreading your will throughout the world. And I would encourage you to just trust that that this week will be a good week for you, and to just rely on that knowingness that you know, you might even interpret this like a kind of Wheel of Fortune card, like yeah, I would invite you to have an optimistic outlook on this week, because this card is definitely a good omen for you, Group D. I am saving the cheesy woo woo sentence for the very end, which is it looks like the gods are on your side, the angels are on your side, so to speak. Thank you so much for watching. If your reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy your week. I'll see you soon.